All, all right, Mr. Rodriguez, please stay on with me. Now, the Indian officials will hand the brother duo to the Goa Police shortly. Goa Police are set to produce the arrest memo and take the brothers into custody for further legal proceedings. All right, now I'm going across to Girish Chodankar, who is a Congress leader. Girish, now the question really is that, I mean, there has definitely been a lapse. There is a kind of process that is happening which is not giving, which is not a heavier crackdown on these kind of illegal nightclubs that are operating. What do you really have to say?
See, this everything has happened under the complete blessing of Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant. And this is not the first incident and this is not going to be the last. Now this issue has become little bigger only because of the death. Otherwise, by now, everything will have been covered up as they have done in the past. Whether it's a cash for job scam, whether it's a drug out to the villages and schools, whether all the illegal conversations, illegal acquisition of land by the land mafia. So all these things are going under the blessings of the present Chief Minister. So we actually demanded that Chief Minister does not have right to continue even for an hour, and he should have been dismissed. Now I'm told that because of this issue got a national attention, BJP leadership in Delhi, which was asleep all this time, has suddenly awakened. And his arrest, getting him back to India, is only to show the people that doing something. Actually, they are not going to do anything. They will be in Goa as the guest of the Chief Minister. They will get all the facilities. They will be staying like they are staying in the five-star hotel. These people of Goa feel, and nothing is going to happen. So first thing, whatever is central leadership of BJP serious, is na khaunga, na khani dunga, same Prime Minister really wants to send a message. He should first sack the Chief Minister and sack all the others who are responsible for this. The entire cabinet is responsible for this. Chief Minister is responsible for this, and the administration. And this is happening because of the corruption, high-handed corruption. The BJP leaders themselves are accusing. We were accusing, we were treated as opposition. Now their own people have started going our voice.
All right, I have Savio Rodriguez, BJP leader, with me as well. Mr. Rodriguez, would you like to respond to Mr. Chodankar?
Well, at the end of the day, the error and the tragedy has happened in our government, and therefore the opposition, which is the Congress, will use the tragedy to highlight what they think is wrong with our government, and I'm okay with that. The point is, at this point of time, what is important for us, not as BJP or Congress, and Girish knows me well enough that I will have the courage to say the truth, is that we need to deliver justice to those 25 people. If this government of mine is not able to do that, then the people of Goa will have a reaction to the behavior of the government. But that is why I believe that with the constant visual of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, there will be justice delivered not only in the case of the Luthra culpability, but also those people that are responsible for their dereliction of duty which led to the deaths of 25 people. What is most important is what I would want to add and tell the government also, is that every single person who's responsible for the dereliction of duty should also be named in that SIR and should be held accountable for culpable homicide, because that is what Mr. Parikar would have done when he was the Chief Minister. He would ensure that everybody in the system responsible for this tragedy would be made accountable for. And I pray that the Chief Minister does that, because that is the truth. The actual culpability starts not with the spark that started in the nightclub, but the spark and the stamp that was put on the NOCs given to this by the Panchayat and various other departments that overlooked the illegality of this nightclub. And therefore, the opposition can say what it wants. The truth of the matter is, for us as BJP itself, we have to do the right thing, because the people expect us to do the right thing to ensure that we give the 25 people who lost their lives justice.
You know, Savio, Girish is absolutely talking about a corruption issue. There are things that happen in the country under the table, and that is something that really needs to be rectified. Now, Girish, Savio has, of course, said that this will be sorted, justice will be delivered. But Savio, my question to you is that can we expect, is the BJP going to take steps going forward now? Not just in Goa, because this is one incident that has come to light, but across all cities in India, that there's no corruption. There are men like these who have proper licenses and proper checks in place before they can operate public spaces like this.
Goa itself, because I have certain amount of knowledge of what's happening in Goa, but I really can't comment for the rest of the state. But as far as Goa is concerned, I can tell you that the nightclubs that are illegal will have a crackdown. But more importantly, it's not so much of the nightclubs that we are checking on. It is the corruption nexus that we will get to the bottom of it. In fact, the High Court has already taken a suo motu cognizance of what has happened, and I believe that the High Court too will arrive at a pressure point to ensure that the government does its job on stemming out corruption, because the reason for this particular tragedy, which is horrific, is corruption. And unless we deal with it, the BJP will find it very, very difficult to hold the strong image that they have in Goa if they don't deal with it. And therefore, I believe they will deal with it.
All right. Mr. Chaudankar, would you like to say anything on Mr. Rodriguez's comments?
I must appreciate, congratulate Savio for this, because it is not the first time. This is the third time that he has opened it up. But whatever Savio may believe that they will find a solution to this and they will give the justice to this, nothing. Earlier also on cash for job issue also, Savio has raised issue despite being in the government. That courage needs to be applauded, needs to be appreciated. What happened to cash for job scam? Nothing scam, nothing happened. The central leadership was aware of the BJP, not even investigation. Nothing has happened. What about the drugs? The drug issue in village school. We only hear some cases happened. A small amount of peddlers were arrested. But what happened to that was happened on the Sama Kankodkar? Nothing happened thereafter. The accused himself has taken
Mr. Chaudankar, I'll have to interrupt you. I'm getting some breaking news, but please stay on with me. Now, Newsx